Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? If you guys could please like and subscribe, it really helps build my channel. Now, today we're actually doing the podcast, so I kind of want to do a quick rundown of what we're going to actually talk about today. First thing is actually going to be Nike trying to fight resellers. Second thing we're going to talk about is the Adidas essentially ending their relationship with Kanye and Yeezy. And the third thing we're going to talk about is just kind of retro sitting and my thoughts about that. And then we're going to close out with some shoes that I've kind of been excited for Halloween. Happy Halloween! If you guys are saying this, Halloween's in a couple days, so I thought I'd get a podcast and a video out for this week in relation to Halloween, and hopefully I get actually a sneaker I have in mind for a video. So let's just get straight into this. First thing we're going to talk about is a policy update for Nike. No purchase for resale. Let's read the highlighted lines because I think that's important. I'm actually on the uh, nice. This is the Nice Quicks Twitter repost from another website that I've actually looked up. But if Nike determines that a purchase or order is intended for resale, Nike reserves its right in its sole discretion and as it relates to such a purchase of an order to suspend the application of the Nike policy that is the right of benefit for intended to direct to consumer purchases, take any actions to hinder such purchase or order, deter, including without limitations or restrictions on to Nike's consumer account and member account, cancel orders, whatever. That essentially breaks down into a couple of things. If for some reason Nike thinks that they are, if for some reason they think that you're buying these shoes to resell them, they can. Now it kind of eliminates any rights you have as a purchase, as a someone purchasing shoes from Nike. They can cancel your order, they can cancel your account, and these are some of the things that I've seen and actually kind of you can interpret from the bottom part of this, so specifically this bottom half over here. And they're actually going to charge for restocking fees because something that resellers do is if the shoe's kind of sitting and it's kind of dead and people they kind of maybe invested into a brick, they just return their shoes. Here's the thing. Now with restocking fees, that's going to kill them on their bottom line because now they're going negative to return these shoes. Not great. It actually says here, if you guys look right here, it says decline to issue refunds or take returns. So they're not even going to take the returns or give you a refund for it. And then deny access to any Nike store, suspend or close any account. So essentially they close your account, but it's easy to make a new account with Nike. This is big. I think my personal opinion on this is it's big. It's huge. It's a big thing because this is the first one of the first steps that we've seen them actually take into account the consumers, people like me and you that are trying to buy these shoes and fight the resellers. Does it suck to buy from a reseller? Yeah, it totally does. And this is going to deter those resellers because now they're going to leave shoes that maybe they interpret as bricks. Obviously, there's going to be a couple of shoes that resellers are going to attack. Chicago's, well, some of the ones have been actually sitting, but definitely the Chicago's, the Lost and Founds that are coming out, I think November 8th, um, are going to be attacked. There's shoes, collaborations, some collaborations. So, I don't know. I think this is really great news if you're not a reseller. If you're someone who likes to buy shoes, they're kind of screwing over the resellers in that aspect. And then something else that kind of, since I've last made a podcast, I think it was StockX is actually, it had something to do with StockX boosting the cost for resellers to resell their shoes. So there's a couple things that are deterring people, I think, from reselling shoes. Obviously, you're going to always have these conventions and these resale shops that I personally think you should stay away from because a lot of these places they actually, put $100 on the resale price of whatever it is. So we'll see because this thing is going to affect them too. Maybe you can actually finally go to a shop like back in the days, and get the shoes that you actually want. Next thing we're actually going to talk about is going to be the breakup with Yeezy. Kanye, without getting too into politics and any of that stuff, I kind of don't want to cover any of that stuff. Basically, Kanye messed up, made some anti Semitic remarks, and now everything has fallen. I think he's lost his Balenciaga deal. I think Chase Bank stopped working with him. Adidas stopped working with him now. So a lot of things are failing for Kanye, and but specifically what we're going to talk about is going to be Adidas cutting ties with Yeezy and what exactly that means. I kind of want to just have these in the background when we talk about this. Essentially, this is what I believe too. This is my thoughts. Adidas owns the IO, like it owns the entity that is Yeezy. So any model like the 350, any of the models that are associated with Yeezy are owned by Adidas, or owned by Adidas, I should say. So that's where things get complicated because if you want to support Kanye in the future, one of the things you're going to have to do is realize he has to make a new brand. He can't probably use the name Yeezy unless he tries to buy it out, which I don't know what they'll sell that for or anything like that. They own that entity. They own those models. So you will never see these type of things again. Is what I interpret, at least from what we know. And I think that's huge. That's kind of a big thing because it really is detrimental in not allowing someone to own their own stuff. I am in no way or support of what he's talking about and the things that he said. But I mean, like, this breakup of Yeezy and Adidas is insane. You know, we're not going to get these shoes anymore. I wasn't the biggest Yeezy fan in the world to begin with, so I mean, it doesn't exactly affect me, but I think it affects the culture because of what he provided to the culture and the importance of someone becoming a designer and influencing the culture in the way he did. I think that's the biggest and most important part. Now, I have seen things. I have actually like listened to a bunch of podcasts and heard other things where people were basically saying, "Well, his shoes kind of fell off to begin with. Like besides a certain demographic, as in like just comfort shoes or people that are like going to the airport, you just don't see people wearing Yeezys." And that's something I've heard, and I don't necessarily agree with. I've definitely seen people wear all types of Yeezys, but you know, I can't see what they mean in terms of him falling off. How many restocks have we got of the zebras and stuff like that? So, what do I think overall about this kind of happening is just that it's messed up. It's messed up. I really wish he didn't say those things because whether or not I wore those shoes, I know there's people that actually care about those models, and it kind of leads into what I think is going to happen next. I think when we finally find out all of the information, and if I'm correct that we're not going to get any more Yeezy silhouettes or anything like that, he is going to, or the resale value for those shoes is going to be ridiculous because it's going to be a finite amount, you know, unless Adidas, which is something else to talk about, unless Adidas makes Yeezy shoes without, you know, yay, which would be insane, I think. But I don't know. I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up what he did, but it's messed up that we're losing that. I think I truly is. And I kind of do. I believe that the resale value for these shoes is going to go up based off of what I just talked about. Yes, I do. I do see the value going up depending on what information we get in the upcoming weeks and stuff like that. I do see the price of these shoes going up. I just do because whenever there's a finite amount of something, people want that thing. And which is essentially, I just broke down what the word hype means. But we can kind of see now. I kind of wanted to check out now, which is why I have these. I think these are three models that are good to hold because you have a new model, which let's see when it came out. You know, recently came out. So I have a new model, 350 that just came out, 350 classic model of Yeezy, Wave Runner 700. This shoe is I think personally, if I were to ever own a Yeezy right now, at least in my collection, this would be it. I think this is the best Yeezy that's out there right now. So this is an older model. And then a more casual model that you see. 200 sold in the last days. That's crazy. But something that I see is just that as of right now, maybe because we're still in that kind of space where we don't really know what's going on. I don't know. It doesn't look the resale value is that crazy. I'm size 11, which I think 10 and a half, 11 is the bigger sizes. The more, like, a lot of people have those sizes. As we see here, I mean, it's not too bad. 182 for the value. The 700. This one actually really shocked me. I remember seeing these in the 500s and 411 and size 11.5. Well, I'm an 11. Um, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's actually gone down. Actually, yeah, that's supported by this. The last sale has, gone down. And then this is new. So now this is what freaks me out right here. Because 350s, you see them, at least back in the days when you would look at them or when I would check them out, you would see them, yeah, like this. Like they'd be in that 229, 200 and 200 range, essentially. When did these come out? All right, last month. Not too bad. So that's where you would normally see Yeezys, is in that 215 range. But I think because there's nothing special about this silhouette, I obviously believe this is a newer colorway, but kind of a colorway we've seen, especially like down here and stuff. I don't know. You already see the resale value going up on this one. Because if you're normally, at least like I said, back in the days, I used to see them around 250, $225, and you're seeing them at 300. I would love to check this out in a week and see where this goes because I do see the resale value going up. But what really shocks me is specifically on this older model, I am kind of shocked that it's going down because this is one of the biggest models of any Yeezy. So it's kind of weird to see that it's actually going down. And then just the foam runners. I think these have always been around this. I've actually seen them when they were really first came out. They were around 200. I know this isn't the biggest colorway, so let's look at the. Let's look up a different colorway. That might be the. I'm gonna go here and then just click like. Oh, these are all infant stuff. It's on the side. Yeah, mixed carbon. Let's see this. So size 11 for this colorway, which isn't just a plain black one. Maybe that's specifically why. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. I mean, the price has gone down, you can see here. But that is a lot of money. I mean, in size 11, $286. It's a lot of money for a foam runner, guys. Let's see. I'm curious. Let me keep looking. Sulfur. Yeah, around $200. Okay, so it seems like actually the shoes are kind of holding their value. But we'll see. I think this will be something that we can follow up in the next podcast and kind of check out and see where it goes because I think it's kind of interesting to see what happens here. I'm actually curious to check out the 500 right here. 350, it's actually gone up by 8%. Okay. That's interesting. This is the model I've actually seen worn the most besides the 350s, obviously. So $350. When did this come out? Let's check. 2018. So that is an older model. Wow, some of those smaller prices are ridiculous. Look at that. Size 6, $634. I don't know. This is weird, I think, and something that we'll follow up on because it's crazy to me on the lack of knowledge of what we do have. Because if he has to leave and go to a different shoe brand, I mean, what is that going to bring? I don't think it seems like he doesn't have the ability to do it on his own, so he wants to use another company for production reasons, I'm sure, because that's the expensive part. So we'll see. We'll see what he ends up doing. I think one thing that I did hear was that if he were to do his own shoe and do smaller batches, what type of hype that would create. I don't know. That'd be interesting to think about. One thing that I do want to talk about is, you know, something that I have been noticing that kind of weirds me out, and it's something that I've noticed for I think probably 1 to 2 months, but I didn't want to include it in the last podcast. I think I kind of briefly touched on it, but it's retro sitting. Like I said, I think I briefly touched on that, but retro sitting is insane, and I think I know why. So let's just go Let's go. Let's grab some retros. Uh, that's coming soon. Let's do men. One thing that sucks for my timing right now is specifically the membership sale. So a lot of shoes are gone. So let's go. Let's go Jordan 7. I believe you'll see the citruses. Okay, yeah. So, oh wow, they actually allow the code to be used now. This is insane that they're, wow, look at the sizes. So this is insane because this is a Jordan that people have really, wanted essentially. I don't know, to see the citrus sitting here is just crazy to me. I think it's one of the things that this is such a classic Jordan, and to see it just kind of sitting around here is insane to me. And I'm going to show you other examples. This is actually, a special edition with the Nike Air on the back of the 7. I think this is cool. This is a cool shoe. Wow! Almost the freaking full size is are available. That's insane. So if you guys see what I'm talking about, this is on the Nike website. And if you go to the local malls, you'll see your shoes there. You'll see shoes there sitting all the time. There's some exceptions. Like I think the Jordan 3 Fire Red is doing okay because it has the Nike Air in the back and it's like similar to the original silhouette. So I think that shoe is doing fine. And I actually recently got it. So this is insane. Look at this, guys. I mean, look at the amount of sizes that are just sitting here. I know the citruses are a little different because that's a more classic shoe, but you got to understand this wasn't here, the savings. So, because I tried to get these when I saw the initial Members Day sale, I might actually cop these because I've been wanting these for a long time. I really do like sevens. A lot of people don't know that, but something I like. And then I think I saw here. I think the green beans are still available too. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I know the 13s have to be available. Like I said, the membership sale doesn't help me out at all with this. So you actually have a couple silhouettes here sitting. Okay, that's bigger sizes. That's not too bad, but I'm sure that's due to the sale. The Flint 13s, which is kind of crazy that you have my size, essentially, the most popular sizes over here, are just sitting. I would love to cop these, but like I said, I know the answer why, but I think I want to show one more example if I haven't already. Oh, big kids. Okay. This one's not as bad as it seems like. Just so you know, the Georgetowns were sitting until they got that coupon. So I do seem crazy, but I mean, yeah, look at this. And this kind of gives you the example because you have these right here. Just sitting. If I didn't, I don't know. I love sixes. I actually have a lot of sixes for some reason. But yeah, you have these regular sizes sitting. Okay, now let's get back to my main point here. Sorry, I was totally babbling. Bear with me, guys. I do apologize for that. The reason why all these shoes are sitting, in my opinion, is because of the price of these shoes. These shoes are $200. We have an increased price from like 180, especially like on Jordan 1s, to a higher price. And so a lot of shoes now, a lot of retros are coming out and they're coming out at like $20, $10 higher in price. And believe it or not, that is actually keeping people away from buying these shoes. You don't understand. Those Citrus 7s have been sitting for so long. It's actually pretty ridiculous. And I thought those would, sevens aren't the biggest, so I thought those would sit. But these, like the Columbia 6s right here and Flint 13s, dude, that's insane to see these shoes sitting because of, and I think this is my opinion. I think it's because of the price. I truly do, and I think that's why we saw all these restocks coming back. I mean, they never restocked. They're not restocked. They're just old inventory. I would love to check the dates on some of these shoes. Are getting this 20% off style code, and that now you're talking. Now you're talking about people that actually want to buy the shoe because they're getting 20% off the shoe. So I don't know. This is so crazy to me. It's like I'm bringing up that it's insane that retros are sitting, but I know the reason why retros are sitting. So I also feel because there's some colorways that come out that I'm like I talked about with like the Heritage ones that were bricks. But the moment that the 20% coupon that we see right here got onto those, they were sold out so quick. And that tells you that people want these shoes. They just don't want to pay that price. I think if retros stood, and I understand inflation, it's a real thing, whatever. I guess I can't say whatever, but I know it's a real thing. But if retros stood at 180, I guarantee we would see less sitting. I promise you. I promise you we would see less sitting because the Columbias should not be sitting. Now, what are the sizes that are left on this one? Yeah, all the major popular sizes. Those should not be sitting, but because they're at $200, people aren't going to get him. Put them at 180. Keep Jordan Retros at 180 and you'll sell more of the shoes compared to being a little greedy. Believe it or not, that $20 makes such a big difference. What do you guys think? Do I sound like a crazy person? I feel like I sound like a crazy person, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not. I think I'm right on this. I really do. I think if these shoes were $20 cheaper at $180, and if you left Jordan ones alone, keep them at 180, keep everything at 180, you would be selling out. You wouldn't have to worry about these inventory, and you might not even have to put these 20-day code, 20% codes. If you did, even if you did like a 15% code on the 180, people would still buy them. If anything was sitting for some reason, I don't know. It's my opinion. It's something that I think is crazy, and another thing that I think is crazy is just the dunks. Because I'm dang for dunks. I gotta talk about dunks. Look at that. Tell me this isn't crazy, guys. You have. Hold on. Let's get rid of this. Retro talk is wrapped up. What do you guys think? Do I sound insane, or what do you guys think? $180 retros would fucking sell out, but because they're $200, because I want to be a little greedy on the inflation, they have shoes sitting. You have freaking Citrus 7 sitting that people have been wanting for all these years, and I like 7s, so I should buy them too. I don't know. I'm all talk too. All right, let's see. I gotta talk about this. I always talk about this. I think that's it. This is actually one you can buy early from different websites, but I'll talk about that another time. These specifically, I want to talk about these too. Okay, so sorry for the bad line again. You have dunk highs, and I know dunk lows would not be sitting. I know. But if you look at the resale prices on these dunk lows, they're not too much above retail. They're literally probably seller's fees. I guarantee resellers are breaking even on dunk lows. I shit you not. Now, if you want to just wear some cargo pants or wear some jeans and people cannot tell that you're wearing the high compared to the low, you can cop dunks for retail. I mean, the Lakers colorway, if you're a Lakers fan, personally, I think these are garbage. I might cop them if I can get them for like any type of deal. These are the beetroot. I mean, I think they're yucky, yucky. I'm not a big fan of that colorway. If that was white, big difference. You seen if you can just wait that little bit, you can cop dunks for retail, which like I said, I think is insane. And specifically with this shoe. So I copped this shoe, gave you guys the review. Hopefully it was a great review. But this is I think this is the Air Force is always going to be number one. I think Air Force is going to be the number one shoe in America forever. From Nike specifically. I think number two right now is the Panda. If you are not wanting to play, because even in resale, even the lows, you get them around 185, which is a little bit over retail than they should be. You can cop these because I'm not kidding you guys. I was 10 minutes late to a restock for these Dunk Highs, and I still got them. Now they're shit leather, and so are the low ones. People don't want to talk about that. But these shoes, they gotta be in your collection. Every sneakerhead or non-sneakerhead has these damn shoes in their collection, and it's because they look good with everything. You got to comp these shoes. But back to my main point: if you're trying to collect dunks, go for highs. You put some cargo pants on, or you put some jeans on. And like this guy right now with his little khakis, you can't even tell the difference. Or if you like the style and the way the highs look, go for the highs. You have an increased chance of finding the highs you want compared to the lows you want. And there's a lot of websites like Bodega. Um, I'm blanking on other ones. I'm blanking on other sites that are similar to Bodega. Third party retail sites for hyped clothing. There you go. That's the right way to say it. You will find so many dunk highs. It's ridiculous, and they're sitting. And they don't even get big inventory, and they're still sitting. So, guys, please, if you like dunks, go look at the highs. They're not bad. I have a review coming out soon of some special edition dunks, the Resets that came out last year. They are really high quality suede. You don't have to get these GR shit quality leather ones. You can get decent dunks, tumbled leather dunks. Which ones? Where are they? Where are they at? These ones. These aren't the best colorway in the world. I know. I agree. That's tumbled leather though. This is tumbled leather. You're getting really high quality. That looks like a nice little nubuck. You know what I mean? Like you're getting good shit. You just have to give in and get the high. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. And if you want the low, you will be paying around $200. And I know it sucks. I'm talking about dunks. I talk way too much about dunks. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys enjoying the dunks? Are you guys enjoying the death of the dunks? SBs are still selling out. I tried to cop the SBs that came out this week, and I failed. If I want to show you those, I think they're cool-ish. If they even appear, I know they're on the sneakers app. Boom. So what do you guys think? You guys copping dunk highs or what? I really would like to know. Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought that would be there. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys? I'm not kidding you. Actually, while I'm in the middle of ending this podcast, there literally is a restock right now for Jordan 5 Racer Blues. Let's check that out. I promise I will end this podcast. Did I spell Jordan 5 wrong last time? Is that why it didn't come through? No, there's something about the website that it's not coming through. Am I crazy, guys? These are heat. Very happy that I copped these. These are selling out, and it's because of that, actually. It is exactly because of that. I guess I'm not ending this podcast because I did kind of want to show you guys these. I am very excited for these. And you guys will be getting reviews soon. But with the Nike Air on the back, the original 80s silhouette that we see here, they're super nice. No, honestly, they're pretty nice, though. Okay, where are the Jordan 5s at? Jordan 2's sitting. But we knew that was going to happen. People don't fuck with Jordan 2s. Excuse my language. These are nice, though. These are decent quality. I wish they had orange laces, though. I think that would kind of make those pop. Oh, they do. Okay, guys, I might be copping these. I hate that they're lows. I kind of like high shoes. I don't know why, but I really do like high shoes. All right, please, I want to prove my example. More Jordan 2s just sitting. These are really, really high quality, guys. I guess I just might as well show you. That's the fun part about this podcast. Is it's a visual podcast. I know you guys still probably think I'm crazy about the dunks, but whatever. So these aren't sitting so much, and I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of people doing reviews on these shoes, and the quality on these are ridiculous. Jordan 2s in general are known for having high quality, so that's something to think about. Jordan 12s, I think those are going to sit. The playoffs were getting so many restocks. And the playoffs are arguably one of the best Jordan 12s out there, obviously with the exception of like the cherry 12s, shit like that. It's sad these are sitting. Those are kind of cool. Women's colorway, but I don't know. I kind of do like those. This is another women's colorway. Where are these Jordan 5s at? Jordan 14s, I don't know what's up with those, but those are kind of sitting. Let's check them out together. You guys are with me through this journey. You guys, if you've left 210 on some 14s, ridiculous. But I heard the quality's decent. That's the thing about 14s. Yeah. I can't wear them personally, but I think they're cool. These heritages. It's sad that these are just total bricks. These aren't bad. I didn't even know these were here, actually. Oh, yeah. A lot of people like these, too. Apparently. Really, you can look at that tumbled leather you can see right here, actually. All right, so you got some green beans. I'm gonna highlight those. Where's the racer ones? PSGs. I actually saw those in person. I think they're not bad. Jordan 3s, it's really sad that these are sitting, but these are hideous. I mean, these got to be one of the ugliest shoes out there, honestly. These are hideous. Those are really hideous. So today you guys are following me. Let's click these. I'm curious on those. You guys are going to follow me through this journey if you want. If you guys have already left, you know what? I do appreciate the views, or for however long you did manage to watch with me. We're going to look at some of these shoes, and then we're going to close out. Have these. Thought I would wear them more. Really, really. Guys, if you want high quality, see 170. Why they tried to put the heritage into 180, whatever. These are really, and I mean really high quality, guys. So keep that in mind. I think I can filter out, man. I should have done that because I didn't realize there was like 1,100. Sheesh. This podcast is all over the place. I do apologize, guys. I am all over the place, though. That's just the reality. People like mids and off ones. There's a ton of mids, too. See, look at, dude, these are actually nice. I kind of fuck with these. I might get the two low tops. It's crazy. And you guys are going to be with me on that journey. Obviously, I would do reviews. I put a poll out today. Do you guys want to see more clothing or do you guys want to see more? Oh, these tech cargos are cool. Or shoe reviews. I truly do love doing shoe reviews. I really do. All right, we're stopping here. This is too much now. Green beans are sold out, but these were sitting at all sizes without this 20, even with this 20% code, these were sitting for a while. And it's sad because green beans is an OG silhouette or an OG colorway. Yeah, 2006 was the last time these were done. And yeah, you had 3M all over. And it's sad that these were sitting for so long. I think a lot of people just find that the gray might be tough. And actually, there's another pair of fives that were sitting for a long time. I'm blanking on them. All white, black with the purple. You guys, court fives? Is it court fives? I'm not 100% sure on that. But those were sitting for a while. So these PSGs have been sitting. Yeah, you can kind of get them in regular sizes. The 10.5 and the 11 are missing. These shoes do look good in person, guys. Like 100%. If you want these shoes, cop them because they do look good in person. I did like these shoes. Finally, these women's shoes. I think a lot of the retros for women are going to sit, and we've noticed that they are sitting. I think these are just rough. If dude, just give us the black cement threes, right? Even if it doesn't have the Nike Air on the back, I want a restock of that shoe so bad. It's ridiculous. I know we're getting the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, which are just like pre-beat to shit Jordan 1s. But dude, I want the tumbled leather. I want the tumbled leather. I love tumbled leather. I love threes. I own a bunch of threes. Give me the freaking Black Cement 3 restock. That, or re-release, I should say. Alright, let's check these out. Oh, these are the pants. Damn. Okay, well, not as fun. The twos are decent, though. I do like the twos, seriously. Alright, guys. I'm done. I've taken so much of your time. I'm literally looking at you guys and looking at my phone, and there's just fucking restocks. I'm just seeing restock, 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 restock. So, if you guys want to cop shoes, now is a great time. Now is a great time to cop shoes because you can get them for retail. Do you like the $200 price? No, I don't. But with 20% off sales like this is a great time to cop shoes. Go on your Twitter, follow J23 and or download the app and follow these restocks. And maybe the shoe that you want, you will get for retail. I know the 200 sucks, or you might get it with a 20% off, like me, possibly getting those Citrus 7s with the 20% off, guys. Do this thing. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about today's podcast? What are some other things that I should have talked about? Or is Yeezy fucked? Or is he going to just go make small batch shoes, which I think would also be kind of cool. All right, guys. I'll see you next podcast.